insights to the table. It's an absolute pleasure to have Dr. Deepak Waikar, the chair of IEEE Education Society in Singapore, joining us live from the vibrant city state. His extensive knowledge in the field is sure to enlighten us all. Welcome, Dr. Deepak Waikar, sir.
Thank you very much.
We are also honored to have Dr. Shubhilal Agarwal, Head Research and Development Cell, IQAC, and Systems Department of AIMS Mumbai, who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in this evolving technological landscape. Welcome, Shubhi ma'am.
Thank you.
And to our dear audience, as we delve into this conversation, feel free to drop your comments and questions for Dr. Waker. We'll be addressing them in real time during this virtual discussion. So, without a further ado, let's start exploring the critical topic that's shaping the future of technology and our impact on the environment, green tech, sustainability, and net zero. So, now you can share your screen if you want.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nisha, for that short but sweet introduction.
Thank you, sir.
Anas, can
Before
you
we,
mute yourself?
before I start sharing, I would like to place on the record my sincere appreciation to Professor Shubi. I know she is a fantastic researcher in the field we are going to discuss today. Okay. And also thankful to the Atharva Institute of Management for once again inviting me to share my views on this IT talk. I believe IT stands for innovative technologies, I believe. Okay. And that is why I have chosen a topic which is related to this IT talk. So with your permission, now I will share the slides. Okay. Okay, there is one. It takes time. Okay. Allow me, it takes time. Usually somehow it is like this. So it start coming up.
No problem, sir.
Not yet. Okay, I will one more time I'll try. Google Time try. Entire screen. Okay, it happens with everyone. So I will try one more time. Somehow when I open it, it was there. Then I started doing this one. This is a interesting technological issue, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I must select a tab to share. Yes. Now my slides are coming up. Let me see whether you can see the slides.
Yes, sir.
So you started seeing it,
Yes.
or you're just seeing my slide, or you're seeing anything else?
Uh, the Google Meet is showing, sir.
Okay, it is not showing now. Is it showing now?
No, it's still the same, sir.
Okay, let me try one more time. I will go to full screen and okay. Okay, I had to stop sharing because Google takes some time to capture whatever you are sharing.
Anas, can you open your video? Please open your video. Can you hear me, Anas? Sir, he's our student from BSc Data Science, and recently
Okay.
he has presented our research paper in the research conference, and he's very keen to listen to you. And he requested us to join this session.
Okay, somehow just now I shared, it was showing, but now on my screen it is not showing. So I had to do. Now it started showing. It takes time to populate. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Because Google takes some time, okay, to bring us. So I'm going to go to full screen, and you just tell
Yes,
me,
we
are
can
you able
see
to
now.
see my? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can see.
Wonderful. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you green tech, sustainability, and net zero future. Okay, and I'm coming all the way from Singapore live, and I'll be happy to take your questions later on. Okay.
Okay.
One of the interesting thing happens just few months back. It was called COP 28. Okay, Conference of Parties organized by United Nations, happened in Dubai on during the first week of December, and I had a privilege of going there as a symposium co-chair, steering committee co-chair, and share with them exactly these things which I'm going to share with you. Okay, green tech, sustainability, and net zero policies and practices, which will be useful for all of us. Okay. Okay, so what is the current scenario? Okay, what is the current scenario at present? Uh, I'm going to show video. Please tell me whether you're able to view or not. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir, it is visible.
and can you hear the sound? Were you able to hear the sound or not?
We are not able to hear the sound, but we are able to watch it clearly.
Okay, let me see why. For keeping now. Okay, now I speak. Tell me now.
No, sir, we can't hear the voice, but we
Okay,
can see the video.
okay, just a minute. Okay, then what I need to do is one more time. Maybe I had to share. When I do the share, I had to put audio on. Correct? Okay, I will do it one more time. I'll do. Why I'm not able to share the sound? Let me check. Because on my side I can hear. So whatever I can hear, you should be able to hear. Correct? that was my that was my thinking. Uh, is there any other setting, Professor Shubi, that I need to switch on or Google?
Sir, I'm not able to understand what are you trying to convey.
When I play video, will you, you say you are not able to view the, you are not able to listen to the noise. Can't okay unmute sound. Can't unmute
Yes, I
noise.
cannot listen, but I can watch.
Waha, that is what say. What is the setting I had to do so that you can start listening to it?
Sir, it
Any
is
idea?
all a connectivity issue, bandwidth issue. Otherwise, settings normally we can hear the voice also.
Okay, that is what I was thinking. Okay. Anyway, what I do, I go back again and play, and hopefully, okay, Google Meet everyone. Okay, what I will do, I'll play one more time, and if you can hear, well and good. If you're not, then we'll just go through that.
Yes, yes.
Initially, it is no sound.
No, sir, actually, we can't hear, but we can watch the video. If you want to share this with other students, you can just share it with us. We will add with the video later in the video which we will be posting in the social medias.
So I am really sorry that you couldn't hear the presentation sound. I will send it to you the link separately, that file, and then you can play it separately if it is possible. Now, question arises: we have got sustainable development, 17 goals United Nations has uh, given to us for last more than 15-20 years, and each nation is working on achieving those goals. Now, definition given by United Nations was sustainable development can be defined as a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. And if you are able to do that, they say we are going towards sustainable development. On the other hand, net zero is emissions minus absorptions. Whatever is, when it is zero, then it's called net zero emission. Now, how we can use the sustainability green tech to achieve that net zero is focusing not only on needs, not on the greed. Okay, not on the greed. And if we can do that, then we have a scope. Now, typically, what we recommend is if you want to achieve a net zero future, whatever is your energy consumption, first use energy conservation mechanism to reduce your energy consumption, then apply energy efficient technologies, green tech technology to reduce your consumption further. And whatever you have done the saving, you start then replacing your fossilized energy with the renewable energy. And that process will take time, and that is why by 2050, some of them are saying we can go towards the net zero. Okay, some requires more, like India 2070. Now, recently at COP28, the leaders have pledged. They say they want to double the energy efficiency, triple renewables, and another thing came in, which is very challenging for us. They say transiting away from fossil fuels, and that is where challenges and opportunities comes in, and future possibilities are there. Okay, and that is why the symposium, conferences, this fire chat, webinars are very important to create that awareness. And I'm very happy that we are able to share with you based on our interaction with the experts globally, from Dubai to USA to India, Egypt, and India, okay, and even from Taiwan. Okay. So what we need to do is just follow simple thing. Okay, if you want to go towards net zero vision, net zero pollution, net zero waste, net zero energy at invest, make them part of everyday routine, keep our surroundings clean and green. So that is what the message is for synergizing green tech, sustainability, and net zero. So with this one, I'm going to stop sharing, Professor Subi, and then we can have conversation on the whatever I have presented. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. No, we can go ahead as you wish, as you want to explain us.
So I have given the brief background about uh, what are my generic view, but now you can ask me further questions and we can continue our conversation.
It was a really insightful presentation, sir. For the start, for now, I want to ask, in your opinion, what are the primary challenges that green tech faces in achieving the net zero, and how can educational institutions play a role in overcoming these challenges?
Okay, Nisha, you have asked very pertinent question, because if you look at the pledges given by top leaders, almost 200 leaders of the world have pledged that they are going to have a path towards net zero by 2050. United States of America 2060, China, and 2070 India. These are the three, they call it most producers of greenhouse gases. Okay, in that order: China, United States, and India. We are number three. Okay, at present. Okay, And though top leaders have pledged that we want to go to that path, now challenges are how we are going to get it. Primary challenge is what is it we are going to do locally on the ground so that we contribute to the vision of the prime minister of that country or president of that country. Okay, that is one of the major challenges. Second, because people want to see how it is going to affect them. Now, you must have seen every year in some parts of the world that there is a uh, very bad air quality in certain cities. Somewhere there is a drought and there are wildfires. Somewhere there is a flood. So these are the things happening because of the impact of climate change. And for us to overcome that, what we need is definitely how we can, each one of us can play a role. One, businesses. Okay, businesses want how they can play that role. They face challenges. They say we want to incorporate this one, but it increases our cost. Okay, becomes expensive. Green tech at present, because of their natures, many of them are expensive. Not all, but many of them are expensive technology. So what it means is we need certain commitment from the industries to innovate, to reduce their cost. Okay, and sometimes you must have heard about the one of the major challenge from the big multinationals is greenwashing. Okay, greenwashing. I know Professor Shubi does research on this one. She has voiced her concern in the past in many research papers that they want to just show off, but actually on the ground, hardly anything is happening. And this is because just they feel that by doing that, they can attract better publicity, reduce their okay bad publicity, and that is one of the major challenge. How they can be authentic in reporting, authentic reporting. And to overcome this one, definitely educational institutions can play a vital, a very important role. Okay, because many of them lack the skilled people, and because they lack skilled people, then they hire anybody to do that. What they call environmental social governance report. Those should be done by the properly qualified, experienced people. But in a hurry, they have to submit it. They want to show. Then somebody comes and they say, "Just give me something data," and they will just spin around. Okay, that data. Uh, and therefore green skilling education institution have a tremendous role to play. First, we should focus on the research and development and come up with a new and innovation, but at the education institution you can try it out. Industry is very much result oriented. If they do not see profit, they want to discontinue that project. But at the education institution we can think about the long term, medium term, and try to find out the innovative solutions. And Nisha and your colleague, young people, have a tremendous role because you can think differently than the others. Try to incorporate innovation in your project. Each project should have one criteria, that is this project considers sustainability in their proposal. What is it they have proposed? Okay, and second part comes is education institutions should, I think many of them have started putting sustainability at very elementary level, but educational courses, okay, business management courses on sustainability, not only business sustainability, but also environmental sustainability should be included. This is also sustainability should be included. This is also, there is a tremendous scope to redesign our curriculum, because if the goal is 2050, 2060, 2070, it means those who are coming into this stream, they have got opportunities for jobs, opportunities for doing businesses, opportunity for startups in this field. Okay, so that is what my recommendation would be.
So talking about or continuing your point, I would love to know, like, if you can share some strategies or programs so that it promotes sustainability within the technological curriculum or the research initiatives, and the way you talked about the skills required to the young generation. What would be the skills which are required or crucial for the upcoming generation entering this field?
I think okay, this is most challenging one. What we want is the skills means that can solve your local problem. Because when we discuss about net zero sustainability, long term global vision, many of them may not be able to relate to it. Okay. Now I can share two examples on that. One I share in the Southeast Asia. Uh, Indonesia every year after the harvesting, they burn remaining stubble. Okay, and that causes that causes air pollution, which travels all the way to some many times to Singapore, Malaysia, and other countries. Okay? I'm told that similar thing happens also in India during the winter time. Somebody burning in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Delhi gets choked. Correct. Now this is what we call it. Many times we feel unless we see it, we won't believe it. An example, if you go to the farmer in Indonesia and tell them, hey, what you are burning here, your remaining part of your farm is going to Singapore. He will laugh at you. Hey, are you kidding? Are you joking that I am burning almost few thousand kilometers away from the Singapore, and you say I'm burning here and that smoke is going to Singapore? So this kind of thinking is there. So what is needed then? We need a technology or any of the first is mindset also to they start using it alternative ways. Alternative to burning their stuff, okay? Burning their whatever left over in the farm. But now if technology, this technology is there, now requires another thing. Who is going to fund them? Because they say, oh, we do not have money. You got nice equipment. Okay, Atharva Management Institute students have come up with a fantastic new gadget, but we can't afford it. Then how? Then say, okay, then government might say, okay, we'll subsidize it. They can't give 100% free, but subsidize it. Okay. Then they don't know how to use it also, those equipment many times. Okay. You want to give them a gadget, they can't use it. So that is where the local technological solutions must be explored first before we start going for a global technologies immediately. And that is where the tremendous scope is. Okay, tremendous scope is there, and if we apply those technologies which are suitable to solve the local problems, it will create jobs, it will bring down the cost because it is tailored to the local solutions. Okay, and it will help them some confidence because I'm using it, because something equipment you bring from somewhere else are difficult to train and use it again. So if these are followed, I believe that we can definitely take it forward.
Definitely so. So, sir, Singapore is known for its technological innovations. Can you elaborate how the local tech industries, as you mentioned, can contribute to the global efforts in achieving the net zeros?
Okay, thank you very much. This is one of the most challenging part to everywhere. Okay, when you say local technology, local companies, and typically in Singapore they are called SMEs, okay, and I call in India you call it MSME, correct? Medium and micro small scale industry. Singapore small and medium scale industries. Now, when you want to encourage them, they are they operate on very low margin. For them, any other extra cost is a burden. Okay, so what Singapore has done is, I can tell you that this is a government initiative. There is a national environmental agency in collaboration with the Singapore Institute of Technology, they have set up a center for energy efficiency, supporting SME, small and medium scale industries only, so that they can transit. Because they will, suppose they are using 10, 15-year old uh, equipments or devices for their production. Okay. And as we know that the old equipment may be useful, but because they were designed in such a way that now they may not be efficient now, their efficiency also goes down. Now if you leave it to the company there, so he will say, oh, let me utilize as much as possible. When I have got more money, then I will replace it, or if it's not working, then I will throw it and change it. Okay? uh, in a way, you might say it is a good way to think about it, because you are not replacing immediately. But if we replace the inefficient equipment by the efficient equipment, then what happens is your life cycle cost reduces, because new equipment may be more expensive, but operational cost is low. And if this is shared with the local companies, then they will be more forthcoming to consider replacing it. And as a first input, then government has to give some incentives in the terms of, say, tax credit, accelerated depreciation, or if they adopt new technology, allowing them to use maybe reduction in customs duty, import duty, whatever. Okay, those kind of support government also can give. Obviously, many times when you want to import something, the local industries are a little bit hesitant. They say, use my equipment first before you import for somebody. And then that is where the challenge comes in. Okay? So we have to give one, support to the local technological companies. Education is very important, training and education, skill development, because you are going to bring a new equipment. If it is operated by your smart devices, and many of them, if they are not trained, they will be reluctant to use it again. So training comes very important part. So if these two are combined, then local companies are willing to think about net zero and sustainability.
So, continuing to your answer, in your view, how can collaboration between the educational institutes or academics or and the industry, the corporates or any companies which are currently in the market and the government entities can enhance the impact of sustainability? As you answered, the help of government, they can start working, but how the collaboration would impact the collaboration between the three industries, that is academic industries and other industries and the government entities.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I know this is a triple one. From double engine, you're going to triple engine now. Okay, earlier double engine, educational institution and industry, or government or educational institution. But now you want to make it triple engine. You want to bring in, okay, academia, industry, and government. Each one of them have tremendous role to play in collaboration. Okay, so let me elaborate. Okay, first is how we can get, okay, industry related projects in sustainability related problems which are faced by the industry now to be solved by the student and researchers, supervised or by faculty members and professors. Okay, this is the first part should start. Now, whenever you want to solve the problem, question arises, who will fund it, correct? Second part comes in. So initially, you have to start in such a way that we can say educational institution can tell industry, hey, we have talented human resources available with us. MBA students are there. They are selected from the very good college and institutions, and they are ready to take the challenge. Okay, and they have got different ideas. say we will use their services. So as a result, you do not have to employ a full-time experienced person. For industry, that is a tremendous reduction in cost. Okay, somebody coming, and obviously, but they say, oh, you have got very talented person, but is that person having experience or that knowledge and skills to solve this problem? To address this, they say, hey, yes, we have a professor. Professor Shubhi is there, who has got 10 years of experience, 10 years, 15 years. Who is going to supervise this? It means they will not be left alone. Not only that, you will also invite, they say, you also, industry, you also nominate one of your engineers, managers as a co-supervisors. Most of them say they are very, very busy. We don't have time. They say we don't need your lot of time. You just need your in between, your ideas and interaction with our students, and at the end of it, maybe evaluation of those projects. And then we can tell them that okay, education is okay only when you find solution provided by our students satisfies you, then you take it. So their risk is reduced. One. Now, to promote these ideas, many governments wants to do something, and therefore the role of government comes very critical here. You're right. Government comes, we say, okay, we are going to create, because nowadays there are funds. We want to shift because government has been given responsibility to reduce the nation's greenhouse gases. They had to do. They had to allocate funds for that. The government said, okay, we'll allocate funds through the educational institution, provided they have collaboration with the industry, relevant industry, and then together they do proper research and implementation. Now, this is a one of the most challenging part because industry wants results very fast, 3 months. They can't wait for. Whereas educational institutions, we say, hey, our students have to study other subjects also. They can't. They are not only doing project. They unless we change our curriculum. Okay, it's called project-based learning. Okay, I'm very fan of that. So we can design that curriculum, but that is different. Okay, some it requires a lot of resources. So as a result, what will happen is we have to bring in professors and some experts have to nice conversation for collaboration. Hey, please be a reasonable one. And therefore, instead of 3 months, can you make it 6 months or 9 months so that our students will have sufficient time to complete it? So that kind of collaboration is needed. And most importantly, when more and more educational institutes focus on research, unfortunately that is not happening. Okay, and collaborate with the industry, getting them as a their collaborators. uh, Industry feels that your research is too academic, whereas academicians feel that industries you are too much of marketing type, sales type. Your research, your product is not of innovation type, and we can bring them together and such that both of them can focus on innovation in technology, innovation in management, such as reducing costs, reducing overall business operation costs, reducing pollution. You can say maybe your technology should try to reduce pollution while satisfying the same output, improving efficiency. All these are the one we can take it. We as the faculty members in collaboration with the industry, and government has to create that avenue for that. Okay, and let me know also if such things are there. You can also look for international collaboration. I will be happy to support that.
Definitely, sir. Sir, as you shared your views or suggestions, how can the three industries or entities can collaborate? I just want to ask, what role can consumers play in driving these changes?
Okay, that is one of the most challenging part. Okay, ultimately they say whatever you have done, they say test is of. They say when you test the pudding, and then what is it? Now consumers, as expected, they want products or service as low cost to their budget and pockets as possible. Okay, Not all consumers are like that, but unfortunately, from developing countries and even for developed countries, majority could be like that. Now, how we can help in that? If you apply the same principle of net zero, less carbon footprint, those kind of policies, and if they come in the framework, they say, okay, if you buy same product, instead of importing from, say, X country, Mexico. Suppose I want to buy something very nice one, but buy the product is coming from Mexico, and that satisfies my need. And I say, okay, so though the cost is low, but from Mexico it has come, carbon footprint is high. So at present there is no regulation, but in future regulation might be coming that each company has to declare what is the carbon footprint of your product. And based on that, there are certain nations who have taken that lead. They are going to charge you extra for your, depending on the carbon footprint. So when that happens, if the additional cost, you will know, not only that, because of that, then your local products might become, or service might become, more acceptable to the local population, consumers. And more of them think about it, because at present, as I was telling you, when you say global warming is happening, earth temperature is going up, we used to say 15, 20 years back, people used to say, oh, we don't see it, anything, okay, not much effect. We say, oh, people give example in Alaska, this ice is melting there, okay. They say, so what, I'm staying in Parvani or where there is nothing to do with the ice cap or something, so they won't see the impact. But now earth temperature has slightly increased up to 1.15 or something decrease. Now we are seeing the frequency of storms, frequency of rain, frequency of flooding, frequency of wildfires, frequency of droughts are increasing. Okay. And not only that, they are more severe. So people start seeing. So first thing first, if you want consumers to accept it, we have to also do the lot of what we call consumer awareness program. That how this one, if you use this product, which has got more carbon footprint, is not helpful to you yourself in the long run, or it now it is immediate also. Okay, then they will start seeing the relationship. Okay, so consumer behavior is one of the toughest. Behavior in any case is one of the most challenging one. Takes longest time unless they see it, they hit it. Unless they hit it, some of them are affected by storms. Some of them see how, as we have seen in some places, because of mudsliding, heavy rain, mudsliding, and people start dying. Then they see it. They say, I had to do something about it. Okay, or even the cities get flooded. They see, they say, no, we had to do something about it. But sometimes they forget after 2 months. Okay, rain is over now. Rainy season is over. Back to normal. Correct. So it takes very long time, and educational institutions have tremendous role to play. Government has a role to play, and industry should also start playing role. They themselves start bringing in those standards. It will be good. Okay, that will be also good. So sustainability standards are coming. People, those who are interested, can work with some associations to be part of that, developing a standards. Okay, sustainability standards. As you have got different ISO standards, you have got ISI standards, that okay, for safety and other parts. Similarly, sustainability standards are coming. Okay, and when that happens, then consumers will have more choices. I can tell you one part, and Singapore has taken a very bold step. 2 years back, they started introducing carbon tax. Not easy. People are not happy, but carbon tax is there, and they're imposing on the industries. It started with the $5 per ton. Now it is $20. In another few years, it's going to become $50 per ton. If you emit more, you pay more. But then there are two options for them. either keep on paying more taxes or take some actions to reduce, because if they take action to reduce their emissions, they can reduce their taxes. So there is some incentive that way also. It's not easy because when you introduce taxes, it becomes unpopular with the people, and government usually are very, 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 what you call, conscious about it, and will take long time on that. But that has started. It's good. Some countries have started that. That's good.
So, sir, as technology is evolving day by day, what emerging trends do you anticipate will significantly impact the trajectory of green tech and sustainability in the coming years?
Okay, thanks, Nisha. I had a privilege of attending a seminar just last week. Okay, a professor Fernandez from uh, another MIT in USA. Okay, MIT in USA. He was in Singapore and he gave a talk on getting to net zero. Okay, and interestingly, means we had a nice conversation with him, and on that, what he mentioned, that if we want to look for the future of technologies, then one, obviously hydrogen is now coming dominantly. Hydrogen could be future useful, not only fuel, but also can be used in industries. Okay. Now, Nisha, you will wonder if I tell you that almost 70 to 75% of greenhouse gas emissions come from our use of energy in one form or other. Okay. Now, obviously, they are saying now we should, as I mentioned in my slides, one of the statements they came up resolution that transiting away from the fossil energy. Okay. Uh, it took long time. I think almost because of that word, it took 2 days for them to agree. Those who were strong proponent of environmentalists, there were demonstrations. They say no more fossil fuels. Okay, if you watch news or media, no more fossil fuels. There, some of them were saying we don't want fossil fuels. Change now immediately. But COP28 was happening in Dubai. The chairman or president of that COP28 is he is from the fossil company because they have got Middle East has got oil and gas from that company. Now he that is why the professor Fernandez say I didn't go there. I was asking him, were you there? So he said no, I didn't go there because the person who was heading it, I do not agree with him. I say okay, that's I understand that, but then we the management people, we the engineers, we take little bit different role. We say we understand it, both of them are not agreeing, and if you don't talk, nothing is going to happen. Correct? You have to make them talk, at least something better than nothing, type middle ground. Okay, that is where. So and there, uh, transiting away came. They wanted to basically shut down. They say okay, okay, reduce, not only reduce, completely phase out. They wanted phase out fossil fuels, but that didn't happen. Transiting away, it's not easy because uh, they say almost 2 billion people, they are out of proper energy. So energy consumes, okay, consumed by almost all over the world. Most of our industries, our basic industries, our electricity, you like it or not, India, China, even North America, as well as many other countries, they use fossil fuels to the extent of 70% or more to generate electricity. So they are not going to stop immediately. So what we are saying is now transiting means you have to first thing first, how we can move away from that. So if hydrogen at present is expensive technology, but it has a promise. Second, the Professor Fernandez mentioned about is that the research is going on nuclear fusion, not fission. Okay, currently we have got nuclear fission, but nuclear fusion technology. if nuclear fusion technology comes, then the radiation problem can be addressed. Okay, but it is very expensive. It is not easy to get the fusion happening at the lower temperature, so it will take time. Okay, that technology, he feels there is a promise, but it will take time. Cost is high. Third, all of us are knowing is they call renewables. Renewable means the one which can renew itself and help us. We have seen solar, we have seen wind, we are seeing other combinations. At present, their cost is high comparatively. Their reliability is low because they're not available 24/7, and therefore we have to rely on our fossil fuel because they can use 24/7. Okay, there is one part. So I recommend more research work should be done in even solar and wind to make it competitive in all aspects: business aspect, technology aspects, operational aspect, maintenance aspect. Okay, all that one. And another part coming, they're talking about now. One part they say, okay, if we can't reduce pollution, then we know that current petrol and diesel vehicles they emit almost 15 to 20% of greenhouse gases plus pollution. Okay, so now you must have heard about electric vehicles, you must have heard about hybrid vehicles, and they're talking about using those even hydrogen powered vehicles. So now that is the trend if that continues, and I believe uh, Mumbai has got several scooties which are electric scooties, motorbikes. Now, only concern about it is one, is that it will reduce your tailgate pollution. Means pollution in the city, densely populated city, you need to reduce it. But then, how you recharge those batteries? How you manufacture those batteries? What material is used to manufacture that batteries? If that is where we need to now really focus on. If they are made environmental friendly, reduction in greenhouse gases and pollution, then that will help us a lot. And that is why they talk about recycle, reuse, recycle, reduce, whatever. Okay, the 5, 6, 7 R's are there, and that brought in circular economy. Circular economy. Now, circular economy means now it is going to increase the life of the people because air will be better, quality of air is better. Whatever we also need technology to improve the quality of water. All the time is bottled water. Can we have better quality of water, better quality of air? And also, a population is increasing everywhere. Okay, globally it is now 8 billion. So we will be needing better technology to produce more yield per acre, more yield per drop. Okay, and how to increase the life of the food on the shelf. So process industries will have tremendous scope. Okay, so these are some of the developments. Definitely there are some more, but I will restrict to here because of time limitations. Okay.
So, from an educational perspective, how can institutions prepare students to address the ethical considerations associated with the technology's role in sustainability, especially as it pertains to issues like electronic waste? So,
Okay, just I mentioned you want mean electric vehicle or electronic?
no, sir, electronic waste, like the current generation or the kids which are upcoming generations, they change their electronic products very often, which creates huge electronic waste, which is also affecting the environment at the end. So, how can educational institutions can train or prepare students for that, or make them
Okay.
understand?
Okay, education institutions have a role. They can only maybe you have a special course. How to explain to them that if you have a e-waste properly done, it can one is can create business for some, It can obviously reduce requirement of new batteries, new plastics, new cards. Okay, they call microchips and other components which are needed to manufacture it. Now, what they have to do is from these find it out which of these components are reusable, got longer shelf life. Okay, and uh, some countries are being making this regulation that now when they sell the product, whether it's a phone or whatever, okay, at the end of it, if it's they should have a they should have a mechanism to collect before it is replaced. Okay. uh, Example, okay, if X company is having nice new phone has come, they want to take it, they should offer some incentives for the existing users to give their phone back to them, and they will properly recycle the material and reuse or refurbish it and go send it to another market. If that part is taken care, then instead of this nice gadget going into the garbage okay, and then if they are burned in the open place, it create a toxic air, toxics, okay, they are toxins. They can also go into earth and pollute the soil, they call it. So it is very, very critical. Now, for this purpose, obviously, young people, if you want, if you take interest, you can start e-business in e-waste. Okay, e-business in e-waste. I do know there are certain people. I happen to interact with one person who has set up e-waste uh, company in somewhere in Rajkot, I think, Rajkot, and he say he can give incentives to go and collect. Sometimes some people might be just throwing their old phone, correct? He said, "Don't throw. I will collect it. Not only that, I will pay you also." Okay, something like that. And then he used that one to. He has a back end factory where they can dismantle it and make the use of some of the components in the phone or some other devices. So these are the like innovative solutions that can be thought about. This could be taken as a project. Okay, management students can bring this idea to the engineering students as, hey, I want this technological solution for that. Let us work on it. How can we do it? And if that happens, a startup can start from the education institution. That is another role. Startups can start from the educational institutions to take these leads. And collection points also could be educational institutions, could be students. You can have a once a year, once or twice a year, a campaign. Okay, we are going. Our 100 students will be moving around. If you want to give up your electronic device, okay, we will collect it. Many of them feel that okay, I have it, but where to put it? They don't know. So just to share, because I am staying in Singapore. Singapore has set up vending machines. Okay, vending machine means if I don't want something, and you have to categorize. Okay, this is the phone. I go then deposit it, and they give me sometimes something at the point, or they will say, okay, you will get X dollars. Okay, not very big one, but at least something. But I had to take it and deposit there. So in the vending machine, make it very easy nearby. Obviously, collection. This is an automated solution because Singapore has a manpower resources challenge, whereas India has got other way around. Okay, we have got lot of resources, human power. So those technicians can be utilized. Technicians, that those jobs we can get them. So involve them. Those who are others one, they can collection type, collection point, collection centers. It can also create a jobs. You must have seen it. Okay, during the pandemic, the delivery boys, that becomes a big business. Correct. Many of them got part-time jobs. Just use my Mukudi, deliver and get paid. Now also still people do it. So why not take use of that? Okay. Even okay,
Yes,
I'm delivering you some food. Yeah, okay, you'll get one one pizza free if you give me that. Okay.
Yes, there are few companies in India as well, like Cashify and others, which give more or comparatively more price than other platforms like Amazon, Flipkart on the exchange of cell phones or any electronic gadgets. So it is actually people are doing that, which is nice because people see the amount is good to sell the phones, the used phones or any electronics. So they opt for that options, which is at the end helping environment. So
Good to
that's
know that. Thank you for sharing that with me.
definitely, sir. Shubhi ma'am, if you want to ask anything.
Yes, actually, I wanted to ask one question from Deepak sir, but he has already answered. So that was actually on the circular economy, and I wanted him to share some cases of Singapore, that how circular economy is happening successfully over there, so that we can get some ideas and maybe we can think of those things to be implemented here, maybe in phases or maybe city by city or area by area. So he already answered and he's given good insight on that. And it was actually a wonderful session. I enjoyed it. I thought that I will not speak because it is very precious time of Dr. Waikar with us. So rather we should listen to him. And whatever he has conveyed is totally true about net zero and the policies, carbon tax, then what the country, state government is doing, or maybe whatever he has talked about COP and things, whatever he conveyed, I am also reading that, and he has echoed almost the things which I wanted to say. So I think I have nothing to say. The only thing is that he has he has taken that bold statement to say this, and that courage enough itself is a big thing. And he inspires all the time whenever I listen to his sessions, and he always talks about पृथ्वी and पृथ्वी को कैसे बचाया जाए. और हमेशा मतलब whenever he was there in previous sessions also, he is always talking about कि प्रकृति के साथ में है जीवन, प्रकृति को काट के जीवन नहीं है. तो वो बात जो है वो समझने की है, और अगर हम समझ गए तो कहीं ना कहीं जो हमारे अंदर जो ग्रीड है वो कुछ थोड़ी कम हो सकती है. और डेफिनेटली डिसिप्लिन बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है. डिसिप्लिन अगर है तो बहुत चीज़ें तो ऑटोमेटिकली सही हो जाती हैं. लेकिन अगर डिसिप्लिन में ही हम नहीं हैं तो फिर तो हम मौका ही ढूंढेंगे कुछ गलत करने का. तो बहुत अच्छा लगा सर आपको सुन के. और आई थिंक निशा यू कैन गो अहेड विद द थैंक्स एंड लेट सर स्पीक नाउ.
Sir, as we conclude, what key message or advice would you like to convey to our audience, or particularly those aspiring to contribute to a more sustainable future through technology?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, Prof. Shubi, I know you are a wonderful researcher and you also contributed in this field. Nisha, thank you for asking those challenging questions. Uh, Personally, I do not like to say any message or something. I think all of you are learned people. All of you are taking education in various aspects because you want to have a better lifestyle. Okay. Uh, Aspiring for better lifestyle is nothing wrong. Okay, you should. But if you can achieve that in a sustainable way, in a sustainable, okay, uh, practices, then उसका मजा कुछ और ही है. Okay? हाँ, आप वही कुछ भी खाना बना रहे खाना बनाइए, लेकिन make it in a such a way that it gives less emissions, it has better nutritious value, it helps in for your health and you become stronger. बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक. और नेट जीरो की हम जब बातें करते हैं, शून्य कहाँ से आया पता है निशा आपको? कौन से देश से शून्य आया है? शून्य.
जीरो इंडिया से आया है.
हाँ,
He's
इसलिए
talking
हमारे
about
हाँ हाँ शून्य zero you're right, net zero
Aryabhatta.
has come. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. It was
Definitely.
zero was invented, it came from India and it changed the world. जीरो ऐसा पावरफुल है जिसलिए हम हिंदुस्तानी इतने पावरफुल है, अगर हम इसके पीछे लग जाते हैं तो उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ जाती है. एक के ऊपर जीरो लगा दिया कितना हो गया? एक जीरो लगाए तो 10 हो गया. मैं अगर 5 जीरो लगा दूंगा तो लाखों बन गए. 10 बगाए तो अरे क्या बात है, करोड़ों बन गए, पीछे लग गए थे। ओके, लेकिन हमारे हिंदुस्तानी से तुम अगर टकराव लोगे, हमारे साथ कुछ करने की कोशिश करोगे, तो हम उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। शून्य से अगर हम आपसे घुल मिल कर देंगे, घुल मिल जाएंगे, अब जीरो आपके साथ, आप हीरो को भी हम जीरो बना सकते हैं,
Yes.
हीरो को भी जीरो बना सकते हैं, और पीछे लग के जीरो को भी हीरो बना सकते हैं। ये हमारे में ताकत है, हमारे इसमें, हमारे विश्वमित्र बनना चाहते हैं हम। ओके, वसुदेव कुटुंबकम हमारा जो नारा है, सब लोगों ने G20 के वक्त मान लिया है कि हम सबके साथ प्यार से रहना चाहते हैं, प्रेम से रहना चाहते हैं। जब तक आप हमको छेड़ोगे नहीं, हम आपको भी छेड़ेंगे नहीं। करेक्ट, सेम ही है। सो सेम थिंग, वी हैव गॉट द ethos in us right from several centuries, now thousands, हजारों साल इससे है। प्रभु राम ने भी कहा है कि किसी का हम लेंगे नहीं, लेकिन अगर आप हमारा कुछ लेने की कोशिश करोगे तो हम आपको छोड़ेंगे नहीं। ठीक है, सेम मैसेज है। मतलब हमारे पुराने शास्त्र में वही मैसेज है, वेदा में भी वही मैसेज की नेट जीरो की कम से कम लो, यू टेक एज लिटिल एज, बिकॉज हमको सर्वाइव करना है, हमको लेना पड़ेगा। मैं ये नहीं कह सकता कि मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा, पानी नहीं पीऊंगा, सांस नहीं लूंगा, वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा जीने के लिए। वो जीने के लिए जो सिंपल जरूरी है वो जरूर लीजिए। लेकिन आप तो मुंबई माया नगरी में रहती है, वहां तो उनके कैसे रहते लोग, टका 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 के इतना बड़ा स्टाइल, बड़ा बड़ा स्टाइल, इतने बड़े, और ये हॉलीवुड बॉलीवुड कल्चर, वो कल्चर घर में मत लाइए। अगर वो कल्चर आप घर में लाए तो आपका घर गया, समझो, गया। आपका प्रोफेशन भी चले जाएगा। एक आध दो, क्योंकि लाखों में एक आध दो हीरो बनता है, करोड़ों में एक भी ऐसा नहीं। बाकी सबको तो क्या, बाकी सबको तो बाहर ही जाना पड़ता है ना जी। काम अपना रोज का, रोज की रोटी कमाने की है, नहीं कमाने की, काम तो करना पड़ेगा। तुम थोड़े ऐसे कि हर वक्त डायलॉग बोलते बोलते सब करोगे, सब कोई गा नहीं सकता। ठीक है, गाना गाओ, सब करो, लेकिन उसके लिए निसर्ग को बर्बाद मत करो। आपका नैसर्गिक जो गुण है वो है प्रकृति के साथ रहने वाला है, प्रकृति से मिलजुल के, उससे जितना कम से कम लो और उसको ज्यादा से ज्यादा दो। वो आपके लिए भी अच्छा है, सहज के लिए भी अच्छा है, सबके लिए भी अच्छा है। और हमारे सब जगह है, हमारे धर्म में सब जगह है कि भाई आप कहते हैं कि रोज तो हम कुछ करते हैं तो पाप तो होता है, पाप तो होगा ही, कुछ न कुछ तो गलत किया ही होगा तो पाप है। लेकिन हमारे धर्म में इसमें भी पाप किया है आपके तो एकदम ये भी नहीं कि एकदम आप आज ही सब जीवन खत्म करो। वो बोलते हैं कि आपको पाप के ऊपर कुछ करना है तो आपके पास कुछ सोल्यूशन है, आपका पुण्य बढ़ाइए। पुण्य बढ़ाओगे तो धीरे धीरे आपका पाप कम हो जाएगा। वाल्मीकि जी ने क्या, क्योंकि वाल्मीकि वॉज रॉबर बिकेम ए वाल्मीकि ऋषि। पहले तो बहुत पाप किया, लेकिन इतना पुण्य कि वो ऋषि बन गए। तो उसी तरह सेम वे नाउ ऑल ऑफ अस हैव टू डू दैट, minimize our sin and improve our virtues and good deeds. Everybody says do the good deeds, and one of the good deeds is now not to contribute to the pollution more by yourself. Okay, take those products and services which are essential, necessary, not to copy from somebody. क्या उसने कौन सा पहना है वो ड्रेस, कौन से उसने देखा था, उसने दीपिका ने पहने वाला वैसा ड्रेस मेरे को चाहिए। या तो फिर हमको भी हम जो थे, हमारे उस राजेश खन्ना और ये रहते थे, उन्होंने जैसा पहना हमको पहना लगता था। लेकिन जब मम्मी पिताजी बताते थे क्या पहनने का, फटाक बोल के है ये तेरे को पहनने के, तेरे है क्या लायकी, उसके ऐसा कुछ किया है क्या, तो उसके सब कपड़े पहनने चाहता है, क्या किया तूने। वैसे बताने वाले आपको टीचर चाहिए, पेरेंट चाहिए। लेकिन पेरेंट तो अब तो डरते हैं बच्चों से, वो खत्म। हाँ, माता पिता को बच्चों से डरना नहीं चाहिए, बच्चों को बताना चाहिए कि जितना जरूरी है उतने आपको 10 सैंडल्स 10 शूज नहीं चाहिए, अच्छे 2 या 3 ठीक है, एक आधा एक्स्ट्रा क्योंकि बरसात होती है मुंबई में वगैरह सब। नहीं तो मेरे इस पैंट पे वो नहीं मैच होती, वो मैच नहीं होता, ओके, और मेरे इस ड्रेस पे वो नहीं मैच होता, उसके करते करते आप क्या करते हो, ये बढ़ाते जाते हो, बढ़ाते जाते हो, और फिर बोलते रिसाइकल कैसा करेंगे। इतना वेस्ट करते हैं हम लोग, इतना वेस्ट करते हैं, तो हमारे वेस्ट करने में तो हम तो दुनिया के नंबर 1 है। हाँ,
सर मैं ये कहना
नंबर 1।
चाहती हूँ कि हम सेलिब्रेट भी बहुत करते हैं, हम हर चीज सेलिब्रेट करते हैं और हर चीज को हमको सड़क पे ही सेलिब्रेट करना होता है।
नहीं, सेलिब्रेशन के लिए मेरा ये नहीं है कि आप सेलिब्रेट मत करो, लेकिन अगर आप उनको दिखा दो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कम अप विद हाउ यू कैन सेलिब्रेट इन अ ग्रीन वे, मिनिमम इसमें अच्छा करो। हर वक्त आपको केक इतना बड़ा बनाने की, पर उसके ऊपर थूक कर सबने खाने की क्या जरूरत है। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू करें और वो फिर वही केक सब लोग खाते, सबका थूका हुआ सब लोग खाते हैं, और उसको बोलते हम सेलिब्रेशन है। क्या सही सेलिब्रेशन है? इसमें तो पूरा अभी जैसा जब आया था ये पैंडेमिक कोविड आया था, तो वो तो पूरा घूम रहा था सब जगह, बस हैप्पी बर्थडे फू कर बेटा, फू 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 फू, और फिर उसमें पूरा आ गया और सब लोग खा रहे सब जगह, पहनेगा कि नहीं। तो हमको ऐसी ऐसी प्रथाएं चाहिए, ऐसे क्या बोलते हैं कि इंटरेस्टिंग ग्रीन सेलिब्रेशन वाले चाहिए, जिससे हम प्रकृति को कम से कम परेशान करें, और मजा भी ले। मैं नहीं कर रहा। अब मुझे पता है कि कुछ लोग मुझे बोलेंगे कि भाई आप फटाके पर क्या फटाके कभी थे क्या? आप बताइए, 50,000 पहले फटाके थे क्या? जब स्टोन एज था फटाके थे? तब भी श्री राम जी का था। तो फिर अभी कहाँ से फटाके? तुमको लगा फटाके हमारे पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर सिस्टम? कुछ भी गलत बोलते हैं वो लोग, जो भी बनाए बाद में आए हुए हैं, फटाके कहीं नहीं था। अच्छी तरह से प्रेयर करना, उन्होंने तो कहा ही है, महादेव जी बोलते मुझे बाकी कुछ नहीं चाहिए, अब छोटा सा बेल वाला एक छोटा सा पन्ना ही डाल दीजिए, पत्ता ही डाल दीजिए, 3 पत्ते बोलते हैं ना उसके दिए, और पानी डालिए, दूध की जरूरत नहीं दूध डालने की। जब ज्यादा था तो बात अलग है, अभी दूध वहां डालने की जरूरत नहीं है। अब पानी भी डाल सकते, महादेव जी को कोई इतराज नहीं है आप पानी डाले तो, वो तो खुशी, क्योंकि ठंडा चाहिए उनको, ठंडा होना है ना, उनको ठंडा होना है जो है। वो सब बनाए हुए की बोलते मराठीमध्ये पळसाचे 3 पान, 3च पान टाका बेलाचे, 3च टाका, जास्त गरज नाही काही। कोई भी फेस्टिवल हो, कोई भी हो, मनाइए विथ ए मिनिमम डैमेज टू द इन्वायरमेंट, यही मैं कहूँगा, किसी का भी हो जरूर मनाइए। जो भी है आप सोचिए कि भाई इसको हमको जैसा वो बॉलीवुड वाले ने मनाया था वैसा बनाने का है, या जो आईपीएल में करते हैं वैसा करने का है, या हमारे प्रकृति के साथ रह के जय श्री राम कहने का है।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I would like Nisha to now conclude the session, sir, because we are having examinations, so we will be heading for that. And but we managed this because we were coming, so we thought that we will have this also as well. So Nisha, you can conclude.
शुभकामनाएं आपको परीक्षा के लिए।
Thank you, sir.
So, as we wrap up today's episode, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our incredible panelists for their invaluable contributions. Your insights have truly enriched our understanding on the topic. Before we conclude, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Shri Sunil Rane Sir, Executive President, Atharva Group of Institutes, and MLA Borivali, Mumbai. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in driving our initiatives at Atharva Institute of Management Studies. Also, I want to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. D. Henry Sir, Director AIMS Mumbai, and Dr. Shubilal Agarwal Ma'am, Head Research and Development Cell, IQAC and Systems Department of AIMS Mumbai, for entrusting me with the honor of hosting this remarkable episode. Their continuous support and encouragement have been invaluable. Last but not the least, a big thank you to everyone who have joined us today. Keep exploring, learning, and staying curious about the vast world of technology. Until next time, this is Nisha Pareek signing off. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Jai Shri Ram, sir.
थैंक यू
Jai Shri
सर।
Ram, yes.
और सर बहुत अच्छा लगा आपको सुन के। आज बहुत सालों बाद 1 साल से ऊपर टाइम हो गया है, और आप ऐसे ही आते रहिए, हमसे जुड़े रहिए, और आपकी बातें सुन के हम लोग बहुत इंस्पायर होते हैं, और हम कुछ करते भी हैं। ऐसा नहीं है, आपके हर सेशन के बाद में कुछ ना कुछ हुआ है, और हमारे कॉलेज में भी चेंजेस आए हैं। आई जस्ट वांट टू आई विश that sometime you visit our college personally, and you see that for last 4 years we are with each other, and we are trying to communicate, but we have not met. So we are really looking for you, that you sometime you drop in our campus and meet us personally. Thank you sir, thank you so much.
Thank
आप
you, sir.
बुलाए, हम चले आएंगे। ओके, ज्ञान
Thank
हथेली पे ले आएंगे।
thank you sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
very much. All the best to you for examination.
Thank you, sir.
So with your permission, may I take leave?
Yes sir, we call off this session.
Thank you.